Hi guys, this is Angela with Windows and Waves, a channel for people who are dealing with benzodiazepine dependency and recovery. Most of us on here I call warriors because we are doing the best we can during the worst fight of our life. There's no one around to support us, and the people who are there get tired of it quick. So here I am to discuss things and bring up different parts and topics. So I hope that you enjoy this page. And if you do, please subscribe. I'm going to be putting out content at least once a day for the first couple months. And, you know, it's, I have so much to say, and I am so passionate about this that I think it's time for people to listen to. So, with that righteous stuff, let me move on. I want to talk about depersonalization and derealization today, because it's a big part of this whole nightmare. For me, the depersonalization, derealization happened while I was using the Klonopin. I felt like I was watching my life go by like a movie, a bad movie, and I couldn't stop it. I did things that were so out of character. So, what I want to do is read the psychcentral.com's sort of explanation of both, because it's a serious thing. So, first, in the case of depersonalization, the individual may feel detached from his or her entire being. Example, I am no one, or I have no self. He or she may also feel subjectively detached from aspects of the self, including feelings. I know I have feelings, but I don't feel them. Example, my thoughts don't feel like my own. My head is filled with cotton. Whole body or body parts or sensations. Example, touch. I can never say this word. Proprioception. Proprioception. Hunger, thirst, libido. There may also be a diminished sense of agency. Example, feeling robotic, like an automaton, lacking control of one's speech or movements. From my understanding, a lot of depersonalization happens as people are tapering as well, and that's frightening. Hallucinations, depersonalization. I'm relieved that the depersonalization was during my usage and then for the first year. I had no ability to protect myself from this person who was just spitting lies at me and hurting me. But I knew I was behaving in a way that wasn't me. So that was interesting. And then episodes of derealization are characterized by a feeling of unreality or detached from or unfamiliarity with the world, be it individuals, inanimate objects, or all surroundings. The individual may feel as if he or she were in a fog, dream, or bubble, or as if there were a veil or a glass wall between the individual and the world around. Surroundings may be experienced as artificial, colorless, or lifeless. Derealization is commonly accompanied by subjective visual distortions, such as blurriness, heightened acuity, widened or narrowed visual field, two-dimensionality or flatness, exaggerated three-dimensionality, or altered distance or size of objects. During depersonalization or derealization experience, the person remains somewhat in touch with their present reality. The depersonalization causes clinically sufficient distress or impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of functioning. The depersonalization experience does not occur exclusively during the course of another mental disorder, such as schizophrenia, panic disorder, acute stress disorder, or another dissociative disorder. but is not due to the direct physiological effects of a substance, example, a drug of abuse, a medication, or a general or medical condition, example, temporal lobe epilepsy. So all that smart person doctor talk, what I get out of it is the DPDR is strong on our meds, and it's strong as we come off our meds. Not being able to work, being afraid to be in public places. I couldn't go to the grocery store without feeling super uncomfortable. I actually, I walked out of the grocery store without putting any of my stuff away. I had a full cart and just couldn't deal with the noise of the people and the lights and the refrigerators, and I left. It took me a long time to go back too. And, that's not fair. We can't function like that. We need to be able to get out there, make money for ourselves, and be able to go shopping so we can eat, or our children can eat. We need to be able to buy cleaning supplies and soap and hygiene products. And if we can't get into the grocery store, it poses a bit of a problem. Luckily, I've had my daughters to be my familiar, so to speak. I have used them sort of as shields in big places like box stores. They're they have been very understanding. I don't really have that much of a problem with it now. In fact, I went to the state fair just the other day, and it was nice and quiet and calm until about 5 o'clock. And then at 5 o'clock, it got so busy, and my akathisia was up, my tremor was bad. It was hard, and the people almost put an end to my time there. But I made it through. So you will get there if you're feeling like you can't get off the couch, or you don't want to leave the house, or you don't want to get dressed. But the derealization part is, I think, the scariest, because your life is going by and you have no say in it. Somebody else has taken the controls, and no matter how much you fight for it, it just takes over. During the worst part of the derealization, I would have flashes of reality. And every time I flashed, I wanted my old life back. I felt like I had two personalities there for a little while. One, the rational side of Angela, the one who says, why am I not with my children and my husband and my family? Why am I doing this? Why am I running around like I'm 20-something years old? Why am I blowing money? And then there was the other side of me that just didn't care, that made decisions that were reckless, that barely cleaned, didn't do anything fun, just drank all the time. And I knew that person wasn't me, but I couldn't stop her. She was out of control. And she ruined a lot of stuff in my life, which I'm still desperately clawing and scraping to get back. So if you are feeling the depersonalization, derealization, please know that it will end, or it will start to go away slowly. And then one day, what happened to me is I woke up and I felt like me again. Yes, I was tired. It took me a little while to stop taking, extensive naps, but I knew that it was me. And every day it just gets better. Every day I remember a little part of myself. The OCD in me starts to come back. I want to be there for my children. I want to be awake. I don't want to be in this alternate reality that I had been living in. It will happen. So please don't give up. So this is Windows and Waves. And like I said before, it's a benzodiazepine channel. And if you enjoy any of the content on here, do 3 things for me. 1, like the video that you were, felt strongly about. Like it. Then subscribe to the page, because I'm going to be putting out quite a bit over the next couple months. I feel very strongly about this topic, and I don't want to stop. If this content gets out there and somebody can go into their doctor's office and say, look, here's somebody else talking about exactly the same thing I'm talking about, then maybe they'll start to get listened to. So subscribe. Subscribe. It makes me feel better. And then the other thing is, I haven't gotten a comment yet. And comments are important to me because I need feedback. I need to know how I'm doing. Is this page worth it? Is this page educating? I know that I have asked my family, my extended family, to come on and look at this page because a lot of my behaviors in the past 3 years can be explained by some of the stuff I'm talking about. I think my family thought I went a little off the deep end. I'm in the shallow water now. We're like at 4 feet. So it's a little better. And so comment. Give me comments. I will answer every comment that comes through, even the ones that aren't so nice. And if you want to discuss something with me in private, I do have an email address called windowsandwaves@gmail.com. So that's windows, the letter N, waves@gmail. Please contact me. I am here, and I will make time for any of you. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.